I was the business investigative correspondent for Bloomberg Television when the Madoff story broke. So I've been covering it since the moment he was arrested. Bernie was always a hustler. He was apparently charming, but not a very good student. And, you know, he married his high school sweetheart, and her father was an accountant who ended up providing one of the first very big sources of money for Bernie.
Bernie set up Bernard Madoff Securities in his father-in-law's accounting practice office and got all the friends and family to invest with his new son-in-law. Madoff was really on the vanguard of trying to modernize Wall Street. He and his brother, Peter Madoff, really had some accomplishments in bringing computerized trading to Wall Street.
Bernie's genius was making people think that because he had once been at the forefront of computerized stock trading, that he therefore had inside information about which way the market was going to go. At one point, Bernie Madoff's company was handling almost 10% of the stock traded every day on the New York Stock Exchange. Well, what nobody imagined was that Bernie was stealing every nickel, that he wasn't trading anything. What Bernie did was tell them, you caught me. I was running a Ponzi scheme. But he tried to claim that he did it on his own, which, of course, when you're stealing $20 billion, it takes more than one person.
A Federal Bureau of Prisons bus brought Madoff to his new home in North Carolina today. The 71-year-old convicted con man, who once traveled by private jet and wore suits hand-tailored in London, was seen in a blue prison jumpsuit. The one-time multimillionaire will make between 12 and 40 cents an hour.
After Bernie got arrested, Ruth stood by him and gave up her children for him. She walked away from, she could have either went to Bernie or she could have went to her sons, and she chose to stay with Bernie.
What the prosecutors call feeder funds were investment companies, and they would collect money from various clients, whether it were rich individuals, union pension funds, company 401ks. They would give it to Madoff. One of them was called the Fairfield Greenwich Group. The Fairfield Greenwich Group was run in part by a man named Walter Noel, who had beautiful daughters who each married guys who ended up in the business, and one was from South America and another was from Europe, and they helped spread Bernie internationally.
Some of these very large feeder funds were really the saviors for Bernie because they were able to bring in billions of dollars. Bernie was paying them a 20% commission, so they were getting 20 cents for every dollar that they brought to Bernie, which is a staggering amount of money.